go again for like the 295,000th time. Turn the camera right quick. I just don't have good luck. I mean, I'm just gonna be upfront with y'all. I have absolutely terrible luck. My phone doesn't record video. Fix that, iPhone. But on to the video of today. Am I recording? Yes. Yes, I am recording. That's awesome. That makes me happy. The other day, bought a Sen FS10T 10-foot kayak. It's last year's model. I saved a little bit of money buying last year's model instead of this year's. I saved actually about $7,500. Anyway, I bought this kayak for 400 bucks. You know, it's actually a pretty good kayak for the price, and it's a 10-foot kayak, so it's a little short for me because I'm 6'2", 170 pounds, which I'm skinny anyway, but don't tell anybody that. Anyway, so yeah, 10 foot, kind of hard to miss, neon green. I can't remember how many inches wide it is. Something like 30 inches wide, maybe, I don't know. Decently wide. And I've got decent balance. I can stand up in it somewhat, but you know, it's still a little shaky. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll start front to back on the review. It's got these pretty skinny side panels. You know, it's only about that thick. And I'm honestly thinking about mounting a trolling motor, like not permanently mounting, but just putting a trolling motor on here and seeing if these side panels would actually be able to hold a trolling motor's weight and all the stuff that goes along with that. But since it's so skinny, I can put my GoPro mounts on here without having to screw anything down or waste any time with glue, tape, whatever. It's got pretty spacious front compartment. Take my tackle box out of here right quick. You know, I mean, it's got a pretty good sized front compartment. And it's got these D-rings in here. They are, I can't remember what they're made out of. Steel or something, I don't know. They seem to be alright. I haven't really used any of them yet because I haven't bought the bungee cords. I just bought this kayak like 2 weeks ago, so. Got all my tackle up here. And you know, if I need to put tackle somewhere else, I can usually just kind of keep it in my lap or right behind my seat, whatever. So, next on the list, it's got Atwood foot pedals. You know, pretty good and sturdy for just kind of giving you a foot brace. I honestly don't use them a ton just because I keep my feet kind of hanging out the sides, air them out, whatever. But that's all right. You've got 3 tracks, one right here, one right there, and one over there. And those are good for mounting pretty much anything you want to mount. You know, I'm probably gonna get a ram mount here in a little while, mount my GoPros and stuff like that, or maybe my fish finder. So that'll be next after I get through with this. Net, decent net. I don't know. We got it at Walmart on sale. It's like a fly fishing net or something. I just keep it in the boat. It's got these compartments right here, good for keeping, you know, little baits or whatever, my pliers, knives, hooks, sinkers, whatever. And get this fluke out of here. The one thing I don't like about this kayak, this is the only hatch to get into the actual hull, and you can see it's as big around as my fist. It's not very big. And you know, I mean, as you can see there, pretty good bit of space in the underneath and all the inside of the hull to store whatever you really want, but that's the only compartment they give you. So if I keep this kayak for a while, and I really think I need to start modifying it, I may end up drilling my own or cutting my own hole, you know, maybe back here or something like that. That way, you know, I can get into the hull and store some stuff if I need to. But as of now, I don't know. I don't think I'm really gonna want to. Just because I'm kind of fishing around in the lake with it, maybe some other ponds and stuff. All right, so off of that, next on, got my anchor, just tied up to these pretty sturdy. I don't know. honestly don't know what kind of metal they use, but I'm pretty sure it's the same as the D-rings I was talking about earlier. Probably stainless steel or something like that. But they're pretty sturdy. You know, that's usually what I carry the kayak around with, is these handles, me and a buddy on each side, and just kind of pick it up. Kayak is 65 pounds-ish, so, you know, it's not that heavy. Pretty good for just one person, and for a 10-foot kayak, you know. I'd expect it to be pretty light. So, next on my list, got my Garmin Striker 4CV. I think the CV stands for clear view, which is like their down scan, Garmin's down scan. So it's got the traditional fish finder, and then it's got your down scan for detecting, you know, structure and specific points and stuff like that on the bottom. Next, got my seat. This is probably one of my favorite things about the kayak, or a Sen kayak line, is that their seats are completely removable. That thing's gone. No problem at all. And you know, if you want to get out and go sit on the beach, or you're paddling down the river and you find a little sandbar, just pop that thing out and you've got another chair. It's not, you know, permanently mounted to the kayak. And so, as you probably just saw, I had a whole bunch of wires. The transducer wire for the Garmin 4CV is extremely long, and I haven't quite figured out why it is that long. Like, it's 15 feet worth of wire, and I don't understand. I mean, maybe if you have a bass boat or something like that and you're trying to mount it on there, and you're trying to mount it in the back of the boat and run it to the front, I don't know. But for a kayak, it feels like that's just a bit much, and that's what they kind of retail them as, is kayak fish finders. So moving on to the back, you know, you got this bigger than the front compartment, pretty spacious rear compartment, and I'm in the process of trying to buy a smaller battery, because that battery is massive. That's like almost the size of a car battery, and it's heavy and it weighs me down, and I don't like it at all. But it works for the purpose. It keeps a really good charge, seeing as it's huge, so my fish finder will work for weeks on end. Got your 2 rod holders. Got some more stainless steel D-rings back here. So, aside from that, a couple of things I might think about putting on here. You know, I was talking about the trolling motor. That's a maybe, you know, I don't know. That'd be experimental at best, and I probably won't keep it on here, but you know, it's whatever. I'm probably gonna get a milk crate, strap that down back here, put some more rods in here. Oh, last thing, it's got these tracks and some little bungee cords right here on the side, so you can put a paddle right there and maybe a rod over there if you'd like. Aside from that, that's about it. Got some decently sturdy handholds. It's got a pretty aggressive front end and rear end for their keel. The keel tracks decently well. I mean, it's not a perfect tracking kayak. I mean, it still strays compared to my dad's wilderness systems, which he paid twice as much for. But for 400 bucks, I would give this kayak, from what I've seen, you know, I'm not a huge kayak guy, but I'd give it a 8 out of 10. Not that that means a whole lot, but